Okay, Shalom Akim. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Harachakwadash. Double honors to the Apostle Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to all the Akim who are tuning into these videos. Alright, so this video is going to be about the Earth and its ecosystem, how it's languishing due to the current rulers, the Red Hebrew Edomites. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and just read parts of this article. It says, 1 million species under threat of extinction because of humans. It's actually, this should say, the Edomites. It says, biodiversity reports finds. We are eroding the very foundations of our economies, livelihood, food security, health, and quality of life worldwide. There's a picture of, I believe, a white rhino. They're pretty much extinct out in the wilderness, and they only have some in captivity. Alright, so it says right here, a sweeping report assessing the state of the natural world found that the humans are having an unprecedented and devastating effect on global biodiversity, with about 1 million animal and plant species now threatened with extinction. It's funny how it says that it's unprecedented. Just real quick, let me get the definition of unprecedented. So the definition, for Google, it says never done or known before. And the reason for that is because right now the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, and that being Esau. This is Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? So pretty much, out of all the world's history, the earth has never been in a low state how it is right now. Where this article is pretty much saying about 1 million animal and plant species are now threatened with extinction. It's pretty much this started over here in the book of Maccabees. This is first Maccabees 1:1, and it happened after that Alexander, son of Philip the Macedonian, who came out of the land of Shittim, had smitten Darius, king of the Persian and Medes, and he reigned in his stead the first over Greece. So pretty much once the Edomites start to gain power to rule the earth was with Alexander the Great. Because once he did his reign, he passed away and he gave his kingdom to the 4 generals. Wickedness was multiplied. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump into that part right here in verse 9. It says, and after his death they all put crowns upon themselves. That's talking about the generals, because Alexander the Great died an early year. He died at a young age. Alright, so continue on. It says, so did their sons after them many years, and evils were multiplied in the earth. It was because once they were given the rulership of the earth, they started to pretty much run it out of discourse. Killing the animals, just doing all the wickedness that they could because they are the wicked. Alright, so I'm continuing on this article. It says, the health of ecosystems on which we and all other species depend is deteriorating more rapidly than ever. He said in a statement, we are eroding the very foundations of our economies, livelihoods, food, security, health, and quality of life worldwide. The report, which did not list individual species, found that 25% of mammals, more than 40% of amphibian species, and nearly 33% of sharks and 25% of plant groups are threatened with extinction. Based on these proportions, the researchers estimated that approximately 1 million animals and plant species could die out, many within decades. So pretty much if Esau were to rule, there would nothing be left on the earth. Everything would be, destroyed. So this is Matthew 24:22, and except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. Because he's got Esau, he's living a death style, and he's pushing that philosophy onto everybody. Because everybody is pretty much a spiritual Edomite. They all want to be an American, wear the pants, listen to the music and all that, live their lifestyle. When their lifestyle isn't really a lifestyle, it's a death style. And it says, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. Because, as how bleak everything looks, there's a good ending. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. I'll go ahead and read this. This could have serious consequences for the stability of ecosystems around the world. which in turn could directly affect human health, expert says. The interactions between animals, plants, humans, and the environment make up a complex web. Disruptions to any part of this biological architecture can have significant cascading effects. And I'll tell you this: the elites of the Edomites, they know what they're doing. They're doing this for a reason. They put plastic into the ocean because they want everybody to be poisoned. Yeah, there's gonna be some Edomites that are homeless. They're gonna be poisoned by these things, but their intent is to kill everybody, not just the Hebrew Israelites. It's pretty much anybody who goes against their agenda. All right, so continue on. It says the primary threats to biodiversity identified in the report included changes in land use, such as expanding urban areas and devoting more land to agriculture or livestock, as well as pollution, poaching, overfishing, and climate change. That's one thing too, because Esau, he goes out into the ocean, he overfishes, and then like let's say he's going to go fish out for tuna, he's going to catch a whole bunch of tuna, and then he's going to package it and he's going to put it on shelves. So pretty much a lot of this tuna is going to go to waste because like that tuna is not being fished to feed a family. It's being fished to feed a store. Because those store, like so to speak, those stores' bellies are always going to be full with tuna, and then there's going to be homeless people out in the world. They're not going to be able to have enough money to eat the tuna before it spoils. So they're pretty much they're overfishing. That's pretty much on this article. I went ahead and got the few paragraphs that I felt were pretty much the gist of the article. Because as the title says, 1 million species under the threat of extinction because of humans, biodiversity report finds. All right, so I was watching the Avengers movie, and there was a scene. If some of the Akima are aware about the movie, it's a little bit of a spoiler. Because Thanos, he had pretty much divided the whole universe, so 50% of people died, so that it's ultimately so resources can be preserved. There's a scene right here. I'm gonna read it. It says pretty much Captain America shows up and gives a little speech about how he saw whales in the Hudson and how the air feels cleaner and so on since half the planet's population is dead. And here's another snippet of it. It says a pod of whales has been spotting in the Hudson River near New York City. The population reduction strategy, though evil, was not without its benefits. Yeah, it's pretty much it's a Hollywood movie, but it's also alluding to when the red Hebrew Edomites get exterminated, everything is going to rejoice. All the animals, even the trees, are going to rejoice at their extinction. Because they're over here, they're giving hell to everything. And here's a video of a dead whale on in San Francisco. This was posted today on the 6th of May. And a thing like this is it's pretty much unprecedented because not a lot of whales are out there. One and two, not a lot of whales beach themselves in the Bay Area. All right, so I'm gonna just go ahead and read these scriptures, and I'll finish this video. This is Isaiah 24:3. The land shall be utterly emptied and utterly spoiled, for the Lord Yahweh hath spoken this word. The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languished and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. And we're seeing that right now. You just look outside the window. Everything is defiled. The whole world is in mourning. So as verse 5, the earth is also defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broke the everlasting covenant. And going back to who the earth is given to right now, being Esau, there none of the Edomites follow the laws to the T. They don't practice the land Sabbath. They go and overfish. They overgrow, and if anything, they also manipulate those things because they do GMOs. They're pretty much a virus, and they need to be quarantined and then destroyed. And believe the scriptures. That's going to happen. All right. So verse 6 says, "Therefore hath the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left." All right, this is 2 Ezra 15:6. "For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled." It's just backing up the precept in Isaiah 24, because like I showed other videos like DJ Trump. He put his hand on the Bible when he was being inaugurated, yet he's breaking laws of the scriptures. And one, he doesn't have a beard. Two, he's very friendly with people who cross dress. And three, off the top of my head, I can't think of a three right now, but for sure he's breaking some laws of the scriptures. All right, so this is Revelation 11 and 18. And the nations were angry, and that wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets, and to the saints and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. It's back. I'm gonna read this again. Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. And then reading right here, it says, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. And we already know who the earth is given to right now. It's the Edomites, and they're defiling the earth, all over the place, the oceans, the air, and the ground. They're pretty much, they're going to be exterminated. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up Obadiah real quick. All right, so okay, this is the book of Obadiah, verse 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai had spoken it. So pretty much, if we endure unto the end, we're gonna witness this event happen. Because it hasn't happened yet. The Edomites haven't been exterminated yet. The book of Obadiah is a prophecy that hasn't been fulfilled. Alright, so that's the end of this video. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai Bahashim Harak HaKodash, and Shalom Akim.